Is Comfort, and I'm calling in from the United Kingdom. So last Thursday, we had some truly exciting State of the Union updates from our CEO, Mr. Ash Mufareh. And here at Heroes, our mission is quite simple. We try to make sure that nobody is left behind. That's why we are here today. So to break down every important highlight into bite-sized pieces for everyone to be able to digest. So, on that note, I would like to call on my brother Bob Takusi to give us a full rundown of the session with Ash. After Bob, Collins will share his insights from the technical perspective. And of course, that will then open the floor for the rest of our panel members to jump in. Either their perspectives on what really stood out to them about the CEO's presentation or to add into what our brothers already have shared. Welcome, Brother Bob, and the mic is yours.
Thank you, Sister Comfort. Hello, Julie. Good to see you. Hello, everybody. This is your brother Bob from Bel Air, Maryland. It's exciting to be here. These are some exciting times in our company, so it's my honor to be here as always. Good to see everyone. Um, so yes, indeed, Sister Comfort. Last Thursday was one of the best days in my entire being in this journey. First of all, to begin. Um, the meeting, the webinar was very, very professional. It was different. The webinar was short, it was concise. Our founder was right on point. It did not take that long, 4 hours, 5 hours. No, it tells us that we are now heading to a new direction. We are now heading to a new direction. The synchronization from our founder Ash to Red Redfern and to Jean Aliva, and their rendition of what our founder said was right on point. It was just outstanding. I have to say that right from the gate. The second point I want to highlight is the title of the meeting, of the webinar. Our founder called it the State of the Union. That kept me thinking. The State of the Union. So Ash Mufareh is looking at us as one whole family. That's why he calls it the State of the Union. All of us, we are one whole, we are one people, wherever you are. And then he's coming to give us where we are, the State of the Union. So that title, the titling was very significant to me as well. The third thing was his disposition. Ash looked relaxed. He looked happy. He was excited. It seems like there was something exciting within him. As we will later find out, he was just happy to be out there. He was happy to talk to us. He was happy to see us. And then he begins by telling us that he's going to speak to us straight from the heart. Straight Talk Express. He said, whether you are a supporter of mine, someone that have been with me throughout the journey, or you are partially with us, or you have been, distracted and gone and tried something else and come back, I'm going to speak to you with purpose and with clarity and humility, he says. Then in a display of humility, he says, what lies ahead is worth all the trouble that we've gone through. So given everything that Ash Mufareh has gone through, he's telling us that what lies ahead, what is coming, is worth it. It's well worth it. If he had to do it, he would do it all over again. And then we see a rare moment of candor. Mr. Ash Mufareh, he is fighting with himself. He's debating with his head and his heart. His head is telling him, move on, man, move on. Forget about the SEC case. That's what his head is telling him. But his heart is telling him otherwise. His heart is telling him, you are the man of credibility. You are the man with credible relationship. You are the man with integrity. You are the man with character, and you are a competent man. You have promised transparency, so you must deliver it, and that's what Ash does. He goes on and tells us a developing story about the SEC case, which at the end of the webinar, there's a breaking news. He tells us at that time that they were working on it, things were fairly well, everything was going well. He has a team of lawyers And he asked us to, he beckoned on us to go look them up, actually, and I did. Two of the best leading law firms in this country, one in Orlando and the other in New York. They have what we call two bulls. If you have a lawyer that's defending you and the lawyer is called a pit bull, that means this lawyer is going to defend you. This lawyer is going to protect you. This lawyer is going to advise you. This lawyer has one mission. It's your victory. And that's what they've delivered for our founder, Mr. Ash. And before he talked about the journey. The journey had been long. The journey has been long with a lot of delays and disappointments and mistakes. You know, he said some plans were scratched. They had to start all over again. So it took time. And then there were some people who he thought, also there were some people who were not what he thought they were when they came in. So there were personnel issues, there were disappointments and everything. But guess what? Ash Mufara took responsibility of everything. The buck stops with him. He says, I take full responsibility of all the delays, of all the disappointments, of everything. He carries everything on his shoulder. That's who this man is. And then he tells us we are building something bold. And when you build something bold, there's high risk. But there's also high reward. Then he goes into the survey that we did. Remember a couple of weeks ago, we had a survey, all of us, we did the survey. First of all, number one, the survey tool, the survey tool is a tool that was developed by our team of Dream Team engineers that are working for him. They took 3 days and built that. My brother Collins is going to get into more details of that. And then he tells us again about another conversation by Julie here, our sister Julie here, who was trying to figure out how to broadcast everything in the various channels to that webinar. I had a conversation with Mr. Ash. Mr. Ash goes to the team. They tell him to hold on. He comes back. They come back 3 hours later with a rotator service. That's the kind of thing we have. So my brother Collins is going to talk on those technical details. But Ash Mufara, he tells us that this survey was a survey of engagement to test our engagement with him. Remember, we have been, you know, it was last year in June of around June 24th of 2024 that the system came to a screeching halt. So not much had been happening, but work has been going on behind the scenes. So Ash Mufara wants to find out how engaged we are. And unbeknownst to him, he was blown away because 90% of the respondents of that survey, number one, agreed that we said that we are with him. Number two, the direction, we want a new, we all overwhelmingly agreed that we need a new direction. We need a new car. We need a new vehicle to go to take us to where we're going to. And number three, we all agreed, 90% of the respondents said, however time it takes, Mr. Ash, you take your time, it's your team. You know, and then the data behind, this is the critical part. It's not only the survey that we did, but the data behind that they were able to see, the level of engagement. People were able to come to that survey multiple times, millions of times, he says, and click, and they were engaged with that data. So there's a lot of data that was collected in this endeavor. So the tool that the team has developed might be something else in the future. We don't know yet. Our founder now tells us about a turning point. He says, we are now standing at the edge of something new. We have looked at everything that we did wrong and everything that we did right, and now we are going with clarity in the direction that we are going to. We have built a new vehicle, Mr. Ash says. And all our focus is on the target. Behind the scenes, there has been massive work going on and on and on and on. No matter what it takes, or no matter what you think, even if you don't see or hear from Ash Mufara, work has been going on behind the scenes consistently. And that's what he's telling us here. You know, so from the lessons learned, we are going to move forward differently. You know, there's not going to be any hype. He's not going to tease with anything. He's going to only come out when everything is ready and tested. That's what Ash Mufara tells us. The rollout this time is going to be strategic. You start small, it says like an arrow. You start small, then you stabilize, and then you scale. You start small, and then you expand. So say you deploy, you stabilize, and then you scale. So he's not going to do any hype of anything, any teasing of anything. He's going to do it the right way. You know, Mr. Ash appreciates us. He appreciates us a lot. He thanks us for being there, for waiting, and he says that we deserve results. We all deserve results, and he's going to make that happen for us. He comes to us again with a plea to all of us. He says, I wrote this down here. He says, stay strong, be patient, and have confidence. And he pledged to us. His plea is for us to stay strong, be patient, and have confidence. His pledge to us is that he's going to fight for us. He's going to continue the journey all the way. In other words, Ash Mufara is telling us to stay focused because we are fine. And then Mr. Ash ends with the breaking news. He started the meeting with the case about the SEC. At the end of the day, it looks like while we were in the meeting, there was some breaking news. So at the end of the meeting, Mr. Ash tells us the SEC case is closed, has been resolved. This means two things to me when I looked at it. Number one, the case or the claim against Ash Mufara and OnPassive has been resolved. Number two, the claim against Asmahan Mufara has been dismissed. This is very significant. I think all of us should applaud for this. This is very significant because as a man, having a wife who loves you that much and see her in this predicament, it was really, really painful to me personally. So when I saw this claim against Asmahan Mufara dismissed, I was very pleased. I was very elated. So our father, Mr. Ash, is going to move forward. He's going to move forward judiciously with his team of lawyers, capable lawyers who are going to guide him through. So let us all relax. He has told us, he has pleaded with us to stay strong, be patient, and have confidence that he, Ash Mufara, he's not going to leave the fight. He's going to keep the fight for us. He's going to keep fighting for us. That it's our turn to just relax. There's a new dawn. There's a new day. There are better days ahead, guys. So I'm going to leave it there. My brother Collins is going to come and talk some more technical stuff. Thank you. Back to you, Sister Comfort.
Wow. Thank you so much, Uncle Bob. I really appreciate you taking time to do this because this is just why we are here. You know, there are so many people when they hear it the first time, they're like, I don't really get it. But then when we go back on it and then you explain it in simple layman's terms, I think it digests and it covers a few more people. So thank you. And Collins, over to you, please.
Thank you, Mr. Comfort. Just want to greet all the panelists here. Brother Bob, thank you for really breaking down, everything the way it is. Yeah, that's since Ash came out, honestly, I will tell you, I've never slept because I'm just thinking every day about those products and it's just killing me. But just to touch a few, I know it will really trigger Bob again and everyone everyone on the panel. Ash talked about the company, and when I look at this company now, it is really strategically structured than never before. Now I feel I'm in a company, a real company. Most of us have worked in corporate world. We know how they operate. And this is how I'm feeling it. Maybe a lot of people don't see it, but I feel like I'm really in an organized company leading by Mr. Ash Mufara. After the webinar, I was just thinking about Ash. I said, what kind of a man I've seen in Ash Mufara? A man, like Bob said, who will never give up. A man who is ready to take full responsibility of his action, of any action, whether caused by the founders like myself or whoever. He wants to take it upon himself, not with shame, but with humility. He is not taking it with shame. So because normally taking responsibility means you are a great man. I accept the blame. I'm a leader, I accept the blame. With humility, but not with shame. And he said he has learned so much, adapt to deliver something better. You learn, you adapt, and you say, this will never happen again under my watch. That is a man, a kind of leader in every corporate world. They take full responsibility of everything, and then they adapt. They say, now we are moving on. That is Mr. Ash Mufarah. So I was thinking when Bob was saying, and even within what happened in corporate webinar, I was looking overall the mission and vision of Mr. Ash Mufarah. What is his vision? That's a lot of things people don't know. Why is Mr. Ash Mufarah dying for this, something like this? It is his dream. It is his mission. And it's his vision. What is the vision? A lot of founders, they will tell you they don't know because they have different mindset. The vision is to create something sophisticated, a platform, a digital platform. Call it the way you want. I will call it an AI software development company that builds software, real software. We have been using it every day. Sometimes people believe like they are not using anything. Now we are interacting with machine, whether you like it or not. You are interacting with computer every day. It can be your phone, the apps on your phone. It can be something else. No matter what, take it out. Honestly, our life will be useless. We've seen it so many times. You take your phone out of you, your life is useless. Mr. Ash Mufarah is building something like this. This is his vision. And what is the mission? It's about humanity. The vision is the vehicle, which is the software solution. And the mission is about you coming in, participate, use it to bless humanity. Because whatever you want to do, sometimes we think only about financial gain. I said, no, it's not only financial gain. The value that you get from the software is already a gain. We are here sitting using Zoom. Is that not value? We are getting some value, but we are paying for the value because without that, they will cut it off from us. What if Ash brings something like this and people can participate? Use it for their meetings, can be NGOs, can be medium size, large size, and everything. That's it. They will use it. So he is building a platform where the platform will bridge the gap between the poor, the have and don't have. The large company, they can come in because they also want cheap software. They want software that is highly sophisticated, but the price point is something that they can afford. Most companies go for affordability. Yes, you have it, but how much is the price? They will jump in because price will be something that Ash always thinks about. So now it's bridging those two gaps. But let us look at those two solutions. We talk about 4 days. That's what was that really triggered my head. They build the survey platform within 4 days. Ash was asking, do we have something? Can we go and check out there if there is something that we can use to do this? They said, don't worry, boss, we'll come back to you. The next day, after 4 hours, they brought it, bam, come and have a look. And it was 100% done. Tested, not a joke, tested. Because this is something that when I said 4 hours, I know they cannot build software for 4 hours. So where are these guys coming from? It can take 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, or 4 days, or 1 week. But when you are telling me they build this for 4 hours, I was shocked. Because I know how technology is being developed. I know how the code, how the line code, I know the number of testing, I know database, I know the architecture behind. So to get something like this is crazy for 4 hours. And Ash didn't say only that. He said now they have analytic tool that can have real-time analysis of your geolocation, heat map. It's not a joke. And I was just like, what is happening here? Then after that, we moved to what? We moved to that rotator. Everyone think like it's a joke. That's an engine that connects services. We're talking about YouTubes and stuff that can take unlimited. Within hours, these guys, they were able to develop this and push it out. Ash talk about complexity to simplicity so that it can benefit everybody. That is the complexity we are talking about. When Ash was If Ash come out and tell me I can build this for 3 days, this guy, I'll tell you, no, go and do it first, tell me, because I've never seen it. Because the level of testing is crazy. Sometimes I used to talk to Oliver, Bob, Comfort here. I used to show them the level of testing that will go through an application before it comes out. It is not a joke. And these guys, they were able to deliver within hours. Even Ash himself was confused. Are you sure you've tested this well? Are you sure? They said, go and do it. Just tell us what you think. And they were able to use it. The one thing I checked was performance. How would this system operate when it comes to real life? They put it out there. How many of us did that survey? I know hundreds and hundreds of thousands did the survey. Did we ever think about the software collapsing, crashing? Because that's one of the craziest things. Performance testing. We did we test that particular application live, and the application didn't crash. What about the rotator? We talked about 100,000 coming in, and the rotator is distributing all of us to all the YouTube channels. What if something happened, the unknowns, like what was about the unknowns, and the rotator crash and we are offline? Julie will be sweating. That is the power of technology and the level of knowledge these guys, the people working with Ash, has. And I was just like amazed to see it in front of me. That was crazy. I look at the price of each of those technology, the software, the platform. Those who say, Ash have not built anything. Maybe you are living in a dreamland. The price, market share of Rotator now in the market is 1.2 billion US dollars. Go and check it. I'm not making it up. It's there. Go to Google. In 2026, it will be 2.5 billion US dollars market cap. That's Rotator. Survey platform, companies that are dying for it, is 6 billion US dollars market cap. And I said, I will give it for free. We click paid, you have to pay for it. Some company, they will tell you this is an add-on. We'll give you Rotator, they will give you the click, you have to pay for it. I said, I'll give everything for free. Just to tell you the type of heart this man has. To say, I'm here to help humanity. The things that you think is complex, I will make it as simple as possible for everybody to access it, and I'll give it for free. So I'll leave it there, Comfort. Thank you.
Wow. Wow, wow, is the only thing we can say. So I was just wondering, Julie, before I come back, please check and reply to my WhatsApp message. So Andy, listening to this, I'll come back to you first because you're the figures guy, you know exactly what you do. What does this mean, like to your own industry, either marketing or sales? You have something like a rotator and maybe the testing thing, the survey tool given out for free. What would this mean to a business?
I think it's the use of that and how it will boost the business that will make the difference. So, you know, when you have a system similar to what we have with what we call affiliates, if you have a rotator system and you've got 1 million affiliates, you need to make sure it gets round everybody. And that's exactly what he's been able to achieve, or his tech team's been able to achieve, which is absolutely phenomenal because no one misses out. Everyone wins. I want to take you back a little bit because we did a survey recently, and Ash was amazed at the numbers of people that answered that survey, that gave him an idea of, you know, what their thought process was. But I want to cover this again with the figure side of things, because let's face it, we saw 100,000 have answered that survey. Some of us have multiple accounts. Now, if I've answered the survey once, why would I go and do it another 20 or 30 times? So actually, realistically, you've got 100,000 answers to that survey, but you've probably got 300,000 or 400,000 answers from the original early birds. That's huge. That's massive. Now, I'm not going to harp on about the past because I don't think that's worth doing. What I will say is that I truly believe everything happens for a reason. And I'm not particularly religious, but I do believe that there is something out there that says, hold on a second, this is going in the wrong direction. We need to put it in the right direction. And let's get rid of the underlying issues that have been created. And that's exactly what's happened. You know, if you lose your job sometimes, you think, oh my God, my world has collapsed. But actually, really, what in my case, what actually happened was you get to the next level because you move further forward. And at the time, your whole world's collapsed. But realistically, in a very few months ahead, everything's changed for the better. And that's exactly what's happened here. Everything has changed for the better. We understand, he understands who he can, who he can't trust. And trust for me is a massive, massive issue. But I also want to cover, who would you follow? Now, most people follow anybody that says something online. You go, oh yeah, that sounds really good. No. Be very wise here as to who you follow. Follow somebody who's done it, been there, seen it, bought the t-shirt, knows exactly what he's doing. And I'll give you the reason why I am so strongly behind this man. We have had all of this rubbish in the past that's gone on, and yet he has created a team with them fully aware of what's going on, and they still wish to come and work with him. That to me is extremely special. And if you can't see that, then you have a problem. But my point being is, you need to choose who you follow, and I will follow this man because he is there to help everybody. And all of his current tech team know exactly what his dream is, and he's following that dream no matter what. 99.9% of people would have given up years ago, bearing in mind this has been going on for nearly 8 years, 8 or 9 years, right? Most people would have given up. No, not in this particular instance. This guy will not give up. Now, he's a leader that I would follow. So I hope that helps, Comfort. Back to you.
And it doesn't help. It kind of penetrated deep down. That was just a powerful presentation right there. Thank you so much. I don't just want to comment on it because people need to speak. So Vincent, you've listened to Bob make a snapshot of the entire session. Collins has come from the technical perspective. Andy has just chipped in something really wonderful. What do you think? Do you want to go back to Ash's presentation and bring what touched you specifically, or do you want to add? It's all yours. Welcome.
Thank you, Sister Comfort, and then happy Sunday to everyone, those who are here in this platform and those who are watching us from the different location. So today, thank you, Brother Bob, Collins, Oliver, and Brother Andy for this wonderful presentation. So I know you said all, but I'll find at least 5 minutes to say something also to add to what you said. So something like Sister Comfort said, something that Mr. Ash said, and then also touched my heart also. He said, I have only one goal, and it's to protect you and the security of our platform. So I know he said it, but maybe we didn't put it, maybe, but when he mean that he want to protect us, so he's going to protect us for what he's doing. So we'll be protected. Being this platform, we are protected. And then he's also mentioned the security of the platform that is going to create. Because when we talk about security of the platform, it's a platform that is built, the platform is secure, so no one can easily go into the platform, because that platform, we have a confidentiality there that is not all the information that will be revealed outside world. And also the integrity of the system. So the way that is going to build this, the integrity of the system, no one also can go there and mess up with the system. Those only who have a permission can access the system. And then the system should be also available to those who should have permission or those who have the authority to get into. So this is something when you're talking security is talking about. And then when we go to the technical side, because I know Colin mentioned also the performance, because when we build the application on system, the performance also is very important part of the system, because like where we are now, if we have a bad performance, what we are doing cannot work, because we will see that we have a problem of understanding each other and then connection issues. So when we go to website and then you go to the website and then it's slow, sometimes when you click, things are not working as your way is expecting. This is when it comes to performance issues. So by the numbers of people that are connected at the same day, at the same time, you see that it's still even good, and then we are working fine. So this is where the performance come to play. But this, we didn't find that everything was perfectly working. So this is where we talk about performance issues. When we talk also redundancy, so that when the system also that it work perfectly for all the users, when you click the information that you are expecting to get, instantly you get the information. So this is also is good also when you talk about redundancy. And then we talk also about scalability. So these are terms that also we use it when, well, like medium, small, or maybe large people can use it at the same time. So you can scale up or down, so the system is still working. So this is a term that Mr. Ash has been working on it, and then is working fine. And then that's why he mentioned this part of the meeting, that is there to protect us, and then the protection of our platform. So this is basically the protection of the system. So the protection, we should not worry for anything. He has done it, and then you will do it. So he said, we'll do it or die. So this is what
All
I'll
right.
keep in a bit. Thank you, Sister Comfort.
Wow, thank you. Thanks so much, Brother Vincent. And of course, I just want to use again this opportunity to say thank you to Julie, because of her services today, we're able to stream live to a few channels, and this makes everybody following live and be interactive. So if you are watching in any of the YouTube channels, please drop your perspective about the whole meeting. And if not, why not subscribe and click on the bell, because we mean business. We have to do this until the CEO is ready, and why not beyond. So Sister Julie, if you don't mind, maybe you unmute yourself, say something before I go back to the gentleman. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sister Comfort, for allowing me to do this. And I wanted to say thank you so much for the Heroes leadership team for continue to run this meeting in the past years. You are the true leaders of the people that follow you. So I wanted to express my appreciation for your leadership and for your love of the company, of the love of Mr. Mufara. Today, I wanted to say something about what it was going on. How I see in the live meeting that we had the other day, the message that Mr. Mufara is sharing is no matter how tough it is, no matter how tough of the storm it is, our founder, Mr. Ash Mufara, core mission has never changed. But the core mission has now, it's so much stronger, 10 times, hundreds, thousand times, millions times. Not only that, it is stronger, it's better, it's infinity, right? And then the core missions that he wants to deliver to the world has transformed into something that nobody has and will have in the world. That's my belief. His focus to deliver these core values. He uses the analogy like the airplane that wanted to soar up in the sky. And then he also used the analogy of the boat, the oval shaped nose at the boat just penetrate through the water. I believe when it is time, our business ready to penetrate the market, like Mr. Mufara says, using the analogy of the plane or the boat, it will go through, it will pierce through the market, then it will take some time to make some adjustment, the team, and then it will be time where it's stabilized. And then there will be times that has more to come on. And that's my belief. So everyone stay focused. We stay focused and let's stay focused on the prize. And the prize is what? The prize is the dream of every single human being in this world. So no hype, just the truth. So let's be exciting about the truth. And that's my message, Sister Comfort. Thank you so much for
Sure.
allowing me to have a few words.
Thank you. Thanks so much for coming. And of course, focus remains the watchword. Thank you again. So, Brother Oliver, you were there and you've been here today. Whatever you want to say, the mic is yours right now. Welcome, bro.
Yes. Thank you, Julie, for being here today with us and to be our engineer. And look, guys, the global update number 1, in fact, makes me, I am in and fire up. I am fire up. I've been fire up all through for the past 6 years today with this company, and my beliefs with Mr. Ash's mission and vision, the dream. But what really makes me, I look at the structure that the global update one started, that the kickoff on that Thursday, 1 p.m. US EDT time. That structure, it was less than 2 hours. He talked, questions, bam, bam. It was like I'm in the office where I work, my job. I see myself at my job. This makes me to understand now that where we are going now, there's no child's play. And when he talks about the system, they will stabilize and scale, and we'll get into the market, we'll start small, expand, stabilize, and go ahead. That also makes me to know that now the game is on. And towards the end, when he makes that announcement, I was like, game over. He also promised us, he talked about the long lasting and legacy. And he said we should be strong. And he also said what has united us is our dream, our big, bold dream, and about the beliefs that all of us. When you look at the numbers in fact, when I went to the YouTube channels, I was calculating those numbers, there were above 100,000 people. That makes me to understand that where we are, Mr. Ash is doing a good job. Guys, he promised us results and action. Results and action is very rare to see a CEO as confident. And what makes me also really look at him, he took all the blame. The boss stopped with me. The boss stopped here, but I am sorry. Now you guys deserve results. Now is action time. This is the man who called Mr. Ash Mufarah, that he took all the bullets, spent his money, spent his time, family time, took all the risk. We should all fall behind him. And he said the future is now clear, and we are now moving to our destination. We are now moving to our destination. He said it with authority. Affirm. We are fine. Let me go to the 2 products. These are products that we do survey at my job quarterly. This is a product that, I don't know, like Colin said, is magic. that in less than 3 hours they came up with an engine of that rotator. And guess what, guys? On that Thursday we were using it. On that Thursday we were using it. This is amazing. With an analytic tool. Collins touched on it. Collins really expand on it. Not only that, that survey application also came out and we use it. Guys, this is the first 2 products in the next phase that we've used, and they adjust the engine. Not even it's not fully developed. Like Colin said, he was trying to see if the system is going to crash. I was looking at the security part of it, because every data that comes to the web, if it's not secure, they can hack. They can, which therefore means this guy they did what we call total testing in all the phases, all the level. And the system did not blink. The system was looking at us like that. And we were using it. People were locking in and out, in and out. Guys, what do you think about the products that will be coming up? We don't know when. And when we'll move into the next phase. What do you guys think? The products that are lined up there, they will be coming out for us to use and to the market. Those engineers, kudos, guys. Kudos, man. Being
Indeed.
an IT guy also, with these 2 products, I'll give you people 3,000% good. And my support, all my support. In fact, now I can say, guys, good job. We should be focused. Our eyes should be on the dream. We should not be distracted. Mr. Ash is the power. Mr. Ash is the direction. Mr. Ash is the destination. He said that there is no cap. We should focus on him. Now is not the time for us to be distracted. Now is the time we are OES. The global update, maybe 2 will be coming out. We don't know, but we know something will be coming out. And everything that will be coming out, on my own impression, the way I look at it, is good news, good news, good news, good news, good news. Guys, thank you very much. Focus, be solid. What is coming, it is going to be secured, and we are fine. Thank you.
Indeed, we are fine. Focus remains the watchword. So thank you, Brother Oliver, for the great delivery as usual. And so I'll head down south if I'm good at reading the directions and see if my dear sister Sherry Deswe has something to chip in. Welcome, sis.
Oh, thanks so much for having me. And I'm with Julie on you guys running this show for a long time. So we can see where your heart is. That's for sure. But my thoughts on the meeting was like mind-blowing, which it always is. Ash always gives us surprises. I call them blessings. He always likes to leave surprises. Wouldn't you agree? He always does that. Leaves us with some kind of big surprise, mind-boggling thing. And I love that you guys have the tech team here because they broke it down. So, because I'm not a techie person, so I wouldn't know that, but I just kind of know a little bit because of being in this company. But to know that team created that fast, and to know that the team is standing by Ash and what the dream is for Ash's dream to be filled so that other people's dreams could be filled. I'm just ecstatic because I had no whoops about it. Can you imagine everything he's been through, but yet still working on moving forward, which he said he was going to do. So I couldn't imagine that pressure, if everything, moving forward and focused. So he is definitely focused, like the bow and arrow, staying focused. And like he said, we're doubling down. I always believed he doubled down before. So I think this is like a quadruple double down or whatever you want to call it. So I'm just blessed to be here and I'm excited to see. I get chills just thinking of how the new platforms, the other platforms are going to be to help so many people, to make it easier, that's what I've always been about. Easy. If it ain't, I'm like Ash always used to say, if it ain't easy enough for his grandma to use, then he ain't gonna have it. And he's made everything simple. The survey thing was like so simple. Like I say it on my lives before, because sometimes surveys can be complicated or not easy. In fact, a lot of times, even when you pay your bill on the phone, then when you take a survey afterwards, and it's like complicated. So to have that alone in itself, but then when he came with the rotator thing, I wasn't expecting that. So there you go, blown away again by the amazing, loyal dream team. And where did all this come from? Whatever you believe in, I believe in the higher power. It's all about that. And he even said, without God, I think, where was it? I highlighted it here. We're powerless without God. So whatever your power is, whatever you believe in, we are powerless without that. This is all in God's timing. It's all in God's doing, like brought him the right people who were geniuses. The brain always enthusiastes me. I have it on my dream board here. But the genius behind those people, the dream team who created these things, are, like he said, technology is light years ahead. So we already know we're 5 years ahead of the game when it comes to that. So kudos to the dream teams, kudos to Ash Mufareh's lovely wife and families, and kudos to all of everybody out there who is sharing his destination, who is sharing his movement to help our world be more loving, peaceful, and equal. I love you guys. That's all I have.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sis, for coming and, of course, for adding your voice. And, of course, it looks so well so far. There are so many great encouraging comments. If we have time at the end, I can give a few shout outs to get our people know that we are together. But then let's finish with the people in the studio first. So, Peter Rogers, if you don't mind, maybe you'd want to say something. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. What a fantastic webinar. I want to sort of go on the outside of obviously what was said in the webinar. We all know what was said. It's been repeated here many times. I just want to sort of say how I felt about the webinar. I thought it was absolutely fantastic the way it was run. I think it was very well professionally run. Kudos to Judy and her team, and obviously helped put that together. And I think it was just, you know, the way this business is going to go forward. But I just want to say about people contacting me about the webinar and telling me what they thought. And it's been so positive. It's been absolutely so positive. People, you know, really excited about what they heard and what they've seen. And all I want to say really is, for, you know, if you're excited about what you've seen, go out and share what you've seen. Be positive about what you've seen and share it. This is what Ash wants. He wants people to go out and share it and be positive about obviously what's coming and what's going to be happening. I mean, I'm just over the moon of being obviously part of it. You know, I think, as I said, going back to the webinar itself, updates and the State of the Union, I think it was very well put, as I said, very well put together. And I really can't sort of add any more to what has been already said here today. So I'll just pass it back to Comfort and just say a few words at the end.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Thanks, Peter Rogers. And of course, let's hear from our dear sister Ivy. Sis, welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much. I greet everybody, and I just want to strengthen our commitment and our choice to be in such a great company. At times you forget. So my words today from the meeting that we had with Ash, I was so proud. And just like Peter just said, everybody is positive. So now is a redefining of the commitments that you had made. Our great technical staff here has told us what is in it for us, what was said, what it meant. So what are you saying? What you're saying is what is going to move you and everybody forward. We're saying we love him, we love what he's saying, and then we step into the change. The change that we have is so marked. From the beginning, we have seen the structure has changed. A lot of things are going to change. Step into the change fast. There's no need to question it. Step into it. You would understand it on the way. When the rotator things were moving, did you understand it? We didn't even know what it meant. We didn't even know that word. But what did we do? You just step into it and move. So at this time, it's not time to, just like the Red Sea, it's not time to look back. It's to step in and move forward and move with commitment and move with faith. Somebody who has shown us everything, told us everything, put his whole family at risk. What more do we need? So the empowerment that I got from us just watching him and all these things that have been said are the same things that I said, but I told myself, I said, anything that he says, wherever he's going, we are going. Every time, just go to the OES, when they are lives, just watch. That is my commitment for this season. My commitment is to stay engaged and be involved. Thank you very much.
I think I like your commitment, and I think everybody sitting here right now is in the same on the same page with you on that, hopefully, because I think that's my commitment as well. Thank you so much, Sis, for bringing that out. So we have our other family members, but they are not on camera. So I would like to go back to Uncle Bob again, because I know you made a general contribution and so many things have been said that must have been tickling you somehow. So if you want to laugh now, give you the microphone. Go ahead.
Absolutely, Sister Comfort. Thank you. Let's see. In my previous discussion, we talked about the SEC case, yes, and our founder, Mr. Ash, also in his discussion, he said he was going to have a special day sometime in the future where he would come out and talk about it. But this is my plea to our founder, Mr. Ash. If he's listening, I don't think it's necessary. Let us focus forward, Mr. Ash. You don't need to waste your time on it to come out and start explaining and talking about this stuff. It's behind us. The case, the claim against you and ONPASSIVE has been resolved. The claim against Ash Mahan, your lovely wife, was dismissed. That's it. Let's focus forward. If I were advising our father, that's what I would do. Let's leave it behind us and move forward. Oliver talked about the products. Corey also talked about the products, the time that it took. These guys, they have figured it out. These guys are masters, they are experts. They have a template, guys. They can do anything. Mr. Ash right now is what Ash Mufara is coming out with. The world is going to be spellbound. This man is going to be able to produce anything at a fly because they have a template and push it out into the market if he chooses to. Remember, Ash Mufara had once said, anything that is needed will make it. Anything that is needed is necessary. He's not going to do junk stuff, no, but anything that is necessary will make it. Will make it better and cheaper because they have a template. They know how to do it. And he's got just the right team, just the right dream team, what we call the innovators dream team. That's what Mr. Ash has. And then he has his lawyers at the right hand. He has a team. He has his family behind him. And he has us. Amazing. We are going places. And very shortly, I believe very shortly, the world is going to find out about Ash Mufara. Very shortly. The impact of Ash Mufara is going to be humongous. The impact of Ash Mufara, he's the one man who's going to have the most significant impact on earth. From Africa to Europe to Australia to all the continents around the world. by the magnitude of the impact that this man is going to bring. You know, so I think we should just stay focused, like everybody has said. Ash got it. He got it. The SEC thing was like an albatross around all of us, and next is now behind us. Let's forget about it. Let's move on. It is done. Thank you.
Thank you, bro. I think there's so much relief around the SEC, but like you say, I'm on the side that I know that our CEO is a wise person. Whatever his heart ministers to him to do to say about that, I think is just a bit that he thinks he can tell us. So whatever he chooses to do, we just appreciate him. And the important thing here is the fact that we are ready to go another mile with him. Thank you. Brother Oliver, you want to say something?
Yes, there's also one very, very important statement that he made. Behind the scenes, things are happening. We should not just sit and think that he's there, you know, the tech guys, they are sleeping. No, things are happening behind the scenes. And when they are ready, we will be the first people. He promised us that. This is somebody that his words going to shake the world. Again, he said, everything that he promised will be tested and we will be ready to go. Everything that is that will produce, it will be tested and it will be ready to go. What really pleases me with all this statement is that he talked with a kind of audacity, how do you call it, audacious way, that you know that this is somebody talking, a CEO taking that authority. Global update, guys, watch out. What is coming? He said again, we will roll out, we'll start by small, like Bob said, small will expand, small will expand. Guys, be ready. Be ready, guys. I will say it again, be ready, because what is coming? Be ready. Have your short-term and long-term goals. Thank you.
Right. Okay, thank you so much. So guys, we've been going on now for, it's just barely an hour, and we've made it a point of duty to keep it short all the time so that we encourage our people to come back again next time and watch. This is a very broad, there's so much to discuss. So let's carry on through the whole week. So if you, anytime you want to talk, Angie Burks is there at least one time a week. You have Redfern, you have myself, you have Julie, you have Marcienne Voyager avec nous, if you understand only French. So let's keep this going. And each time you see any of these people online, or if you want to join and share your thought, we all are open to bring as many people as you want to share your excitement, because this is good news for us all, and we know what it means sharing and saying how you feel about the progress so far. So we appreciate you all for coming. We thank you so much for the great contributions. I hope this goes a long way, guys. Share these videos and make sure that everybody gets informed. Wake some people up who have gone to sleep and they've slept a bit too long. If they want to, you don't have to force or convince people to be part of this movement. Thank you, and see you again same time next week. Bye, guys.